You touched on it a little bit on Saturday, but can you just talk a little bit more, not just from a coaching perspective, but on a personal level? How much are you rooting for Sammy to kind of get things going here?
Yeah, well, Sammy, he's been playing well from the floor. When I say that, he's been guarding real hard and doing a good job. He's been making some plays off the dribble, good decisions, some passes. So his floor game has actually been steadily or slowly improving. He's obviously struggled with his shot. So, for him to score some buckets and knock some down, get to the line, that's important for us. And it's good for him. And because I know how much he wants to play well and the weight he feels, of course, whenever you see one of your players, have some success when they've been struggling in a certain area, it brings a lot of joy to you. And again, we don't have a ton of rotation in there, so he's going to get his opportunities, but he's helping us in all those other areas. And when you can put some of the buckets in there from three, that makes a big difference for our whole team. And again, every game I just want him to have his mind right and just go in there as a warrior, which he has.
That's a quick one. One quick one.
One quick one.
We were just joking a little bit before you got here about Doug Browman's swag. It seems like he's been getting into games, a little bit earlier and earlier this year. Given your lack of depth,
yeah.
Is there any chance, he eventually plays some meaningful minutes for you guys?
I guess anything is out there. Doug's improved in this year's practice. He's gotten better, and he works hard in practice. As his game has improved, to say if needed, perhaps. But I never rule anything out. We have a rotation pretty much set, but he's done a good job when he's been in there. And I told him, can't remember what game it was. We put him in at about the 6 or 7 minute mark. Maybe it was the Wake Forest game, perhaps. It was maybe that's somewhere in there. And I just said, you've been playing well in practice, Doug. Now go out there and continue that. And you've earned this time out there. And I think we had a comfortable lead at that point. But when guys do well, if there's an opportunity, you like to reward them. And again, with the way games go, foul trouble, injuries, you just don't know. And that's why everybody has to be ready.
Tony, last question I have for you. We're doing a story on Justin Anderson.
Okay.
Can you just give me your thoughts on his game and what he's going to bring to this UVA program?
Justin is, everybody will talk about his tremendous athleticism, his physicality and his athleticism. He'll have some highlight dunks, but Justin is, he's a leader. He's really got a dynamic personality. He's charismatic, as you'll see if you do interview him or when you talk to him. So my hope is that he'll bring some great leadership. Certainly has the athleticism, but I think he's become a better basketball player, his skills and his feel over the last year. And I think that's important. As that part of his game continues to evolve, I think he has obviously a bright future, but he's versatile. And again, when you look at him, I think if he's committed from the defensive end, he could just be a monster out there in terms of guarding people, getting on the glass, and then certainly doing some things offensively. So I like his versatility. And it's always early to project for a guy. How will they come in? Now, we're going on a foreign tour, so that's going to help all of our incoming first years to be able to play, so they'll get that experience, which they wouldn't have. But, if they'll take to what Coach Curtis does, the ability for us to work with them now in the summer because of the tour and keep developing, I hope that this will speed up a lot of those guys' entry point or their maturation as far as playing early on. But I think Justin, again, has a big upside, a big heart, and we're excited to have him and certainly the other guys. They're all having, good years, Mike Toby and Evan.